What is the best specialty restaurant aboard Norwegian Cruise Line? Today, we're taking a look at every specialty restaurant aboard the Norwegian Bliss to find out what you should skip and what you must do. For those of you who forgot, we're on a 15-day Panama Canal cruise from LA to Miami, so we've had a few days to try out some food. The beginning goes all the way back to day 2 of the cruise when we went to Tepanyaki.
Alrighty, it's day 2 and we are here in the Tepanyaki restaurant. I'm here with Ian, who's going to be my co-host for this one.
Wahoo.
I'm forcing him to do this. He didn't expect this. I just turned the camera on. He's here. Anyway, so for this video, we're going to be rating each restaurant by atmosphere, variety, and value. Since we pretty much think that all the restaurants cost the same, especially if you get a dining package. So whether you go to one restaurant or you go to the other, you're still using that same voucher for the restaurant. So that's why we're going to talk about value. So atmosphere.
Noisy but fun.
What do you mean? This was the most romantic and elegant and quiet restaurant I've ever been to. No, actually, it's really loud. How many stars would you rate atmosphere?
That has to be at least a 4, right?
I'd give it a 4. I would take 1 star away because it's a little loud.
It's more than a little loud.
I don't have any ears anymore.
Yeah, no, I couldn't hear that last question.
Oh, I haven't heard anything of what I'm saying. Yeah. Next is variety, which, I mean...
It was like simplified, but it was fine.
I would give it 3 stars because there wasn't that many things.
Yeah, I mean, it's very cut and dry. It's like 2 options for the start, 2 options for like a different section, two desserts. And then like the entree there was a good few options for the entree.
You're not thinking very much. Do you want beef? Do you want chicken? Do you want seafood?
Veggie, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't much, so that's why we give it 3 stars. Then value, I would give it...
Well, I'm full.
I'm full.
We haven't even had dessert.
I forgot about dessert. Yeah. I would give value, I think to me, 5 stars.
Sounds about right.
They were very generous. I mean, they were given everything.
They took the fried rice away. Like, we had way too much.
Yeah. You could keep going.
You could keep going.
Everyone stopped, but you could have. So that's why it gets 5 stars. So overall, would you come back again?
Yeah. Maybe with earplugs.
Maybe bring earplugs. And that was Japanese food, but now we're going to move on to Mexican food. It's rating time.
Whoopee.
So, first thing, variety.
Yeah, there was a long list of things to do.
A full menu's worth. I mean, the 1 appetizer, 1 soup/salad, 1 entree, 1 dessert. Yeah, I mean...
And there was a side in there, right?
Yeah.
You said side?
Oh, there's sides.
Yeah.
Sides.
So, variety.
Yeah, I'd give it a 4.5.
That sounds pretty good.
That's fair, because there was a lot to choose from. I mean, tacos, burritos, I had carne asada.
Yeah, I'm full, and we haven't even had dessert yet.
And then, when it comes to atmosphere, that was our least favorite part. Atmosphere is probably the weakest thing in this restaurant.
Yeah, I was kind of saying it has like a plush leather vibe I like the art.
If you took me out, and you walked me into this restaurant blindfolded and told me,
and take out the art.
Yeah, and you made me take a guess on what kind of restaurant this is, I'd have a problem.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, they're playing some Latin music in the background. Very slight, very faint. So we're going to give this one a 2.5.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I think value is probably the best thing it's got going for it.
We're using the meal package, so I feel like that kind of cuts that. The prices seem high for everything, but it doesn't matter because we have a choice of all the stuff, so it all depends on what you think of that.
Yeah, the meal plan makes things a lot better, or else this would be a little expensive, but none of us made it to our entrees. We made it to our entrees, but we didn't finish. Most of us didn't finish our entrees.
Yeah, like I ate my burrito, and I stuffed myself with the burrito, but I didn't finish the beans and rice, so
that's why we're going to give the value a 4.5.
Sure. Sounds good.
Maybe even a 5 if we were feeling lucky. And overall,
well, except for the thing is that I don't know that all the food was quite where I wanted it. Like that's maybe where the value wasn't there. Because like the corn was cold, which that can be solved easily enough. That that's whatever. That could just be today. Oh, so that's what I was going to say is we just went on an excursion. I went on an excursion, and we had some like authentic Guatemalan beans, rice, homemade tortillas, and that it wasn't like it was that great, but I like the beans, and they had some fresh cheese. After having that, the beans and rice just didn't feel the same.
Yeah, I would say that the biggest problem with this restaurant that we have is that when you're doing, I mean, most of the time the Norwegian Bliss is in California doing Mexican Riviera cruises. When you're doing these kinds of cruises, this restaurant is just, it's not the most favorite restaurant. It's not the one.
Redundant,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
kind of pointless. If we're in Alaska and this is what you're missing, you don't have that in life, this would be a fantastic restaurant. But just because we've been in the authentic places, you know, we've been in Mexico for 4 days, we've been in Guatemala, it's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
We should have done this on day one when we didn't have any of that.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyways, that was our thing on Los Lobos. So now we're going to go to somewhere different.
So how much does this all cost? Specialty restaurants cost extra on top of the cruise fare, averaging around $40 to $60 per person at one restaurant, or you have the option to pay a la carte. NCL typically has some deals to offer when it comes to booking, but things have changed since the time of sailing. Formerly, the Free at Sea promotion, now the More at Sea promotion. For a small fee of $20 per meal, you get to try out their specialty restaurants. The number of meals varies depending on the length of the cruise, adding at the very least one meal for $20, with the possibility of 5 meals on the longest sailings. It's either an all or nothing choice when it comes to these meals. We were able to take advantage of multiple dinners because of our 15-day long cruise, and I highly recommend that on your next NCL cruise that you take advantage of this as well to try out some of these restaurants. And of course, if you don't want to miss out on any of the great deals, you can book with me by visiting goodmorningadventure.com for some help on booking your next cruise. All this stuff can be very complicated, and why not have a cruise expert on your side? Next up on the list is a restaurant that I've actually never been to. So as you may have heard, my uncle Roger and Heather were gonna stay on board for another 15 days. My dad actually ended up joining them, and since we never got to the restaurant on board my sailing, they were kind enough to record for you guys to see what the restaurant's like.
All right, here we are at Q's, and we just finished the appetizers. So, what did you guys think so far?
It was good. I had the Tex-Mex tortilla soup. It was really good.
Would you get it again?
I would, absolutely.
You would get it again?
I would get more, for sure.
Yeah?
For sure.
Okay. And what'd you get?
What was mine called? It was
Crab cakes.
crab cakes.
Crab cakes.
They're okay.
Yeah, they're okay?
I'm not a big crab cake person. They were okay. I probably wouldn't get them again.
Probably wouldn't get them again. Uh-oh.
But I'm not a big crab person. I wanted to try it.
Very
I'll try
fishy.
Okay. So, what did this guy, what'd you get, Uncle?
I had fried tomatoes.
Fried tomatoes?
It was very good.
Very good. Would you get them again?
Yes, I would get it again.
Rate them 1 to 10.
8.5.
8.5. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Look at this guy's already here. He's already got the plates coming. Wow. Ready to go. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I wasn't expecting this much food.
I wasn't expecting
It's a lot of food, dude.
All right, so besides the ribs and the brisket, we have sausage. On both Heather and I have the sausage
Oh, my gosh.
for you guys to try.
So we got, you got both of them.
Additional sides, we got mac and cheese for you to try.
Sheesh.
This is sick.
Yeah, you're going to be rolling out of here. Dude, that's way too much food. Woo! Stuffed, Uncle. Oh!
Yeah, I'm full.
You're full?
Now I'm getting dessert.
So he's got to go play poker. What do you think, Uncle?
The first one is good.
It's good? Nothing like your brownie?
I don't know yet.
Okay, comments?
Oh, very good.
Very good?
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good size dessert. It's a huge dessert.
I wasn't expecting this big.
No, I wasn't either.
I was like, okay, like a main dining room is small.
What do you think of your brownie?
Little soft.
I think overall, the portion size has been huge. The portion size has been huge.
Yeah.
From the appetizers all
Yeah.
the way up to...
You can't be hungry going out of here. There's no way. If you're hungry, something's wrong.
Yeah.
It was very, very good, but I'm super stuffed. Wasn't all that excited about the desserts, but I was so full I didn't eat it anyways. So.
I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it. Good environment, neat, the live music and good, the food had a large variety of different barbecue, and I wasn't disappointed with anything. Even the desserts were huge. So much food.
No. Just go.
She already did.
Okay, no. That's
All right.
good. That's all we need.
Thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. My favorite part about Q is the live music throughout the meal, but it could be a little loud for those of us who have to edit audio for these videos. So maybe not a great thing. Anyways, let's take it from some lively Texas barbecue to some fresh Italian cuisine.
All right, La Cucina's atmosphere.
I thought it was like a 3.9 out of 5.
Yeah, it was not better than Tepanyaki because Tepanyaki is much more fun and whatnot, but this was a nice romantic atmosphere, just not much to it. So that's why we didn't give it 4, but just it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not that it was bad. It was just I think Tepanyaki was better. We could almost maybe bump Tepanyaki up and give this a 4 and give Tepanyaki a 5.
Yeah, maybe. But then again, we took it away because, anyways.
Yeah. Noise. Yeah.
Yeah, it was noise.
So,
Variety.
Variety. There was a lot of variety. So we're using the specialty package. At this time, it was 2 from one page and like 1 from one was kind of what it
So
simplified down
two
to.
appetizers,
something like an
1
appetizer.
entree,
Yeah.
and 1 dessert.
Yeah. So what did I have? I tried some of the caprese salad. I like that better than the arugula.
Everyone's just passing desserts back and forth
Yeah,
right now.
everywhere around us is desserts flying. Here comes one.
Here's one that we're not eating.
That's the lemon cream. The lemon cream was good. I had that and I split it with my mom.
I'd give it a 5.
Yeah, definitely a 5 because they had
2 pages of stuff.
and then they had plus the dessert. So we had there was a lot of stuff.
So then value, I think we'd give it a 5 again.
Yeah, all the stuff wasn't super small. It was okay, but if you don't split a pizza, you almost want to split a pizza because I ate the whole pizza and that was too much.
They did allow those that got pizza to take the pizza home, so that's really nice. We weren't sure if we were allowed to do that, but you can. It's certainly too much. I mean, it's a 12-inch pizza.
Oh, it was huge. They were joking about how small it was. So, yeah, it was good pizza. I had the veggie, but yeah, miniature pizza. Yeah, it was good.
That's not a personal pizza. That's like
Was
a whole
share,
family
That was
pizza.
like a share pizza, yeah.
So that's why we give it 5. Overall, I think it's a win. But the next restaurant's even cooler. I don't know what the next restaurant is, but it's cooler.
Speaking of cool restaurants, let's take a look at Food Republic. This is a sushi restaurant that takes on a Latin fusion and stays ahead of the game by having you order on screens. It's one of the more casual specialty restaurants aboard Norwegian, but how's the food? We tried out a few different rolls, shared it family style, and it was a phenomenal experience. Personally, I enjoyed every dish, but with each roll costing about $17 to $20, I'm gonna have to give it a value of 2 stars. It's one of those places that I say you're not gonna walk out of there stuffed, but you might be fooled by the end of it, depending on how much you've been eating throughout the day. But the food is still good regardless. Sushi always tends to be a little bit higher and not as valuable as other food, but it's the quality of food, not the quantity here. Variety is not bad. It doesn't have the most rolls as a sushi restaurant, and it does have a few hot plates for those of you who aren't a fan, but it can be a little tough to navigate depending on your preference. So I think I'm gonna give it a 3 stars here, meaning the minimum requirements while not really having the largest selection. The atmosphere really leaves much to be desired. If you factor in the cool iPad things, I'd really give it a 3-star rating at best because it's a casual spot and they only casually designed the restaurant. They can put something in here and you wouldn't even really know the difference. Honestly, it kind of worked better as a pickleball court in my opinion. Can you actually believe they let us do that? That is such a random thing and I feel like it'll probably never happen again, but it did happen. Let's take it from the surf to the turf by going to Cagney's Steakhouse.
Okay, my thoughts on Cagney's atmosphere. It's kind of weak in the atmosphere department. It's really loud, as I'm sure you could hear that ambient noise is just people talking, which is fine. People should talk at their meal, but I'm just saying that not exactly for the mood setting kind of place. It's almost like it's just another room. It's almost exactly like Los Lobos, but at least in Los Lobos, there is a few paintings around that felt like the Latin theme. This one has nothing going for it, so as far as the steakhouse is concerned, I would give it a 2. I wouldn't personally come back here if it were just for the atmosphere. But that doesn't matter because the food part. So we don't talk about food quality because you never know what you're going to get, but variety when coming to this steakhouse is phenomenal. You can get a pork chop, you can get a steak, you can get a ribeye, a prime rib. The appetizers were phenomenal. Everything was great. Honestly, we liked everything. So variety, I think, is a positive. Obviously, it's a steakhouse, so they lean more to that. But I think overall, variety is fantastic. There's a lot of things to choose from. You're definitely not going to go hungry, especially when it comes with 1 appetizer, 1 soup/salad, 1 entree, and 2 sides, and a dessert. You're good. So variety got plenty to choose from, whole menu to choose from, and I think that's why I want to give it a 4 out of 5. Then the last thing that I want to say is the value-wise. If we come in here get our money's worth, I'd say yes, because knowing that you go into a high-end steak place, you could easily spend $50 on a steak. We got that. Every quality was fantastic in this restaurant, so I easily could get a value of 5. I'd say 5. I'd say 5 stars. 5 stars for this one. I like the restaurant a lot. I like the menu a lot. I love the food. Everything was great. That's why I'm stuffed. I don't even need dessert. It's okay that I didn't get dessert. But I guess the last thing is this place is a fine dining restaurant. It didn't feel like it. It didn't feel like that at all. It really just feels like another restaurant, which is fine. But I don't think you needed to dress up. Like, you didn't need to come in looking fancy. You didn't. I've seen a few people in just regular shirts. I've seen people in shorts. I haven't seen flip-flops and that stuff, but it's not that elevated experience like Ocean Blue and Le Bistro is. I think this one's more of a smart casual one, not so much a formal wear one.
The steakhouse wasn't so formal, but the next restaurant on the list is Welcome to Ocean Blue.
So Ocean Blue, I think this one ends up been my favorite restaurant. Atmosphere, I would give it a 5, but we were with guests that were really loud, so I'm going to take a half a point away from that just because the experience wasn't completely as intimate as one would expect in a fancy restaurant. So that's a negative point there. But other than that, like, it was really, really good, really nice. The fact that the entire dining team would bring out all of our meals, like, it wasn't just our one server bringing out one thing, it was everyone. That was really cool. That adds so much to a restaurant. The service was phenomenal in here, so atmosphere. So that's why I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Then next up is gonna be value, and if you love seafood, this one is hard to match the value. The only thing I wish they would have done is offered a lobster dish, because that's something that was missing for sure. If you wanted to add lobster, which you could have, a lobster tail, it would have been $25 a tail, and that was a little pricey given that a lot of the dishes are already $40 a plate. And then granted, we came in with the package, so it was already included for us, but $25 is still expensive to add on to that, so we didn't get to try that. So I just wish they had a lobster dish. So other than that, everything else was fantastic. Everyone's full. So because of the lobster part, we're going to subtract a little bit, so 4.2 on that one. Then lastly is variety. I think that I like this variety a lot better than Cagney's. It felt a lot of same, but the seafood and the filet being on there, and their vegetable option on there, like, that really made it so much more open. Like, if you didn't feel like seafood, you can have a steak. If you are vegetarian, you can have a cauliflower steak. It just, the options were nice. Because when you go to, like, say, Cagney's, you just get steaks, that's it. This, having the option to go back whichever direction, so nice. So that's why I'm actually give this one a 5. I'll be honest, overall, this it has been my favorite restaurant that we've done the entire cruise, and we've done 6 restaurants. So I think Ocean Blue is my recommendation.
Well, that might be my favorite restaurant. I'll actually truly never know because we missed out on Le Bistro. It's a French restaurant, and I don't know why we never went to it over the span of 30 days. I am so sorry. It's a cool French restaurant, and it does look like it has a pretty awesome meal. The menu looks awesome. The atmosphere looks really formal. It's an extremely formal restaurant. I have to try it the next time I go back on Norwegian, but if you've tried it, let me know what you think. Where would it stack up in the ratings of this list? Food is subjective, and I've never had the opportunity to try a video like this before, so let me know. After 15 days of food and forever to upload this series, we have one more day to experience as we journey back to Miami. Thank you so much for watching today's video. As always, this isn't a goodbye, but just a see ya real soon.